So ever wonder what happens after you actually buy a new pair of pants online, for example, or what happens between submitting your online order and when the package actually arrives at your home? Well, the answer is our next guest. Quot Logistics handles the backside of e-commerce, picking, packing, and shipping merchandise for popular online retailers such as Gilt Group, Rue La La, and Bonobos. Here to share more about the company is the CEO, Bruce Welty. Bruce, good to have you with us on Bloomberg. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
joining us. I mean, I tried to give a sort of a condensed version of what you do in the world of e-commerce, but just step back and sort of, if you can, combine it with your own personal warehouse experience. How did you get into this business, and what is Quot Logistics up to?
Well, you pretty much got it right, actually. What we do is, as the customer presses enter and makes their commitment to purchase, then those orders flow through the customer's website down to us, and we receive the order electronically, and it goes into a queue, and we then have all those items in inventory in our warehouse, and we then pick, pack, and ship those to the order. That's the easy version. What we do is actually quite complicated because we do it about 10,000 times a day.
10,000 times a day. Now, do you operate these warehouses, so you're in charge of making sure that they've got the right levels of inventory and that they are staffed with the right numbers of robots, for example, that would move the inventory around to where it needs to go?
Yeah, we use a lot of math.
A lot of math.
It's a very scientific business, and the way I got into it was through using software. We're basically a technology firm, and we use software to automate warehouses. So I spent about 25 years now writing systems to automate these very large contraptions with lots and lots of technology. And about 6 years ago, a company called Kiva Systems created a robotic technology, and we thought that was a game changer. And so we adopted that technology and decided, rather than try to find customers that would use that technology, that we would use it ourselves. So we combined their robots with our technology, and we became our own customer and started selling services. So we bundled it up, and we went out of the marketplace, and people like it.
Well, as I mentioned, 200% growth, that's the target for this year. I mean, are there some special initiatives that you're taking in order to meet that growth challenge?
Well, it's been higher than that. We've grown at a very high rate. In fact, last month we grew 40%. So I'm not sure where this growth is going to stop. I don't want it to stop, of course, but it's been really quite dramatic. It's a combination of three things. One is that the market is growing, so our customers grow at a very high rate, around 20–25%. And then we add new customers, so we grow faster, and then we add new services for our customers, and that adds to our growth again.
Well, one of the things we always like to check on is the health of the overall economy. Based on what you see going on in the warehouses that you deal with, how's the U.S. economy doing?
Well, I think the e-commerce business is doing well. I think there's a lot of seismic changes going on in the industry. I think that we've seen the impact of online shopping as a general rule has changed the way people think about buying things and how they go about it. We're seeing big firms that have had a certain way of doing business for many years being challenged by online shopping. And so our view is that we're on sort of the right-hand side of that equation, and we're continuing to just facilitate that type of business.
All right, well, I'm going to think of you whenever I click online. I want to thank you very much. Bruce Welty, he's the Chief Executive of Quot Logistics. They're based in Andover, Massachusetts.